I don't think anything says cozy like a horse picture. And
yeah, that's for sure the most cozy thing I can think of. I mean, why a teddy bear? No.
Nah.
A hamster? No.
Nah.
A horse? No, that's what I'm talking about.
An animated horse specifically. That's what's in the background there for Feed All Monsters, right? It looks like a horse. Maybe it's not a horse. Did someone say horse? All the horse bells are ringing now. It's not actually bells. A horse. I'm so sorry. In Feed All Monsters, the character to the left looks like a horse to me.
Yeah, I thought like that might be the case, but I wanted to let you make that self-discovery. Honestly, this has been an amazing journey I've witnessed from you, Doppel. I'm tearing up.
Yeah, well, I was going to say nothing's more cozy than the 4th of July, so that's funny.
That's right. And I am B-Wood already with the 5 drinks in comment.
I feel robbed, duped even.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting, well, I say double play for now, but there's a little bit of a surprise potentially.
You hear that? You hear that, chat? There's a little surprise. Happy birthday, America, kind of. That history is out there. PJ, welcome to chat.
Independence, 4th of July. Which one do you want?
How Could Do, Event 44, Giggle Cream, Vilos, IMB Wood. Welcome to chat, everybody. It's great to have you, especially on a holiday. Thanks for spending your evening with us, Cozy AF.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice, chill stream. No violence here. Whoa, strange way to commemorate the violent beginnings of our country. But, I'm sure the founding fathers are looking up from on high, and they're like, this is the world we wanted to build for our descendants, where they can stream on Twitch a game about feeding monsters and graffiti. I'm sure that's exactly what they envisioned, Double.
Well, I mean, I think that there is a freedom of speech that could be conversation that could be linked to graffiti. So I've got a take on that. Lizzie B, welcome to chat. It's great to have everybody taking time out of my busy day, says President Jefferson. Well, everybody's got different obligations, different commits.
Yeah, I mean, he just created a whole country, like, right off the bat. But, we're streamers, so I didn't know who's busier, really. It's a toss-up, Doppel. It's a toss-up.
No revolution allowed.
None whatsoever. But, Doppel, we have at least 2 games stacked up. Do you know anything about these 2 games?
No. I know they're cozy. That's what I know about them.
Yep, all strapped up. We're all ready to be cozy. I've got my own version of red, white, and blue going on. But these 2 games are some pretty interesting. It is. It's really dark. It's like a navy blue,
cool. Okay.
Yeah. But you've got 2 interesting games. They're both from indie developers, and both of these games have been pretty well received. One of them, a graffiti game, you're watching that trailer right in the background, is literally a graffiti paradise. I mean, who needs actual paradise when you can just go to graffiti paradise? And the other one, also playing right behind us, is Feed All Monsters, a nice chill puzzler, and I think Doppel's first puzzler on screen.
Is that the case?
It might actually be.
Have I really not played a puzzle game?
I got Masquette, and there was one other one that I think I also got, but you? Unless we're gonna count the horror game with the snakes and the laundry as a puzzler.
We might want to count a Kai.
Yeah.
that might be fair.
It took you a while to get through the Ring of Fire, but you eventually got there.
Yeah. Well, and that door, man, that could keep a demon out for sure. I want to say thank you to IMB Wood for 15 months in the Prime subscription. Thank you so much for all the support, IMB Wood, that you've given us over the last couple of years. So,
and how could you? I like that intuition. I like the attempt. I had thought about it, but unfortunately, I don't have anything for you tonight. But my vocal cords will do all the talking, so don't you worry. We have many graffiti facts in store. IMB Wood is a stud, Mr. Giggle Cream. I'm not sure if Mr. Giggle Cream is an unbiased review source, but also as an equally unbiased review source, IMB Wood, he's a fine-looking gent.
There you go. What I was gonna say is, fun fact, we will have some updates to our command set next week. Ongoing graffiti monsters, all of these things, they're gonna be there. All right, man, should I get started? I've got 3 games pulled up. Oh, I said it out loud. I'm so sorry.
Said it out loud. Well, there goes the whole cake. I guess we just gotta give it back to Publix, Doppel. Way to go. And I broke
my own heart. I broke my own heart.
And I even had a $100 gift certificate, but I guess we can't give that to Chad anymore either.
Can't do it?
Can't do it. We're sorry, Chad. Doppel ruined it all. We're sorry, Chad.
I ruined it. $100 gift certificate, not real.
Definitely not real.
I can't. I control the wallet, not real.
we control the wallet.
Yeah.
But let's transition over to our first title.
I don't even know how to get. I can't get hyped. I know these are cozy, so I don't want to get like super Doppel excited about it. It was actually 20 different codes for a Garfield card. Yes.
Yeah, we actually have a very secret demo to evolve full of meme games and crap post titles, just in case of an emergency. Oh, that focus almost made it.
Yeah, it almost worked. 3 games. Trace games almost as good as Tres Leche. But what beats 3 milks? Quad Leche. Next question. All right, am I supposed to be playing?
Yes, you are. You're all set to go.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Chat, you're not hearing anything, or I'm not hearing anything, but you are. So hear those sweet
awesome.
tunes.
Yeah, I was like, this game looks awfully musical. I was just like, how are you not hearing anything?
How are you? Doppel, did you check your ears today? Okay. So, Graham, make sure you add us to the Cozy Games on Twitch.
Of course.
Tunes! Yeah. Chat,
this...
what was the last Cozy game any of y'all played?
Oh, you know what? I'm also going to jump in there. I think the last Cozy game, Gunfire does not count as a Cozy game.
No, it doesn't. Not even. FF16 also questionable as a Cozy game.
Right?
Let's feed the monsters. Meet Malonica. She can only throw one food at a time, but she runs really far. She will teach you the basics of feed all monsters. Thank you. Animal Crossing. Honestly, and napping. Okay. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I can see it, given that there's no life or death situation really involved.
I think my coziest title would have to be Maho Kenshi. Like, that's literally the chillest thing I've played in a long, long time, Double. I know, quite. Yeah, my game diet, not very varied. Not unlike my real diet.
Yikes.
Remember, chat, eat your fiber. It's very important, very important.
You can also select Malonica by pressing 1 on your keyboard. Okay, so we have a set of teams to distribute. Super Mario World, I don't know if that's cozy. It has cozy coloring, though. I'll grant you that.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, definitely not cozy. I don't think Marvel Snap counts as cozy. Cult of the Lamb, I don't know that counts as cozy.
It's like halfway. It's the coziest we've gotten, Doppel. It's the coziest we've gotten, Doppel. You have to give them some credit there.
Okay, so...
Super Mario World. I think like Super Mario World is like the quintessential cozy game, though. Like,
no way.
Honestly,
there's like really hard levels, isn't there?
There are. Let's like the first 2 islands of Super Mario World, maybe. Like that's relatively cozy, right?
The first Donut Island, yeah.
Yep.
It's so close to being Cult of Lamb. Is so close to being cozy.
We strike a hard bargain, chat, but I think we've made a deal. Super Mario World, first 2 islands. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Deal or no deal. All right, so there is something that I thought was non-intuitive here. So Malonica can only distribute 1 piece of food at a time. Mm-hmm. And when you pass a monster, that's when you distribute food. So if you need to distribute more than 1 piece of food to a monster, that's actually completely doable. You just have to pass it several times. So like I just messed up this level because I need to feed Lefty over here up.
Lefty. Just wait.
I don't know how to restart, but I'd like to.
That part was not clear in the videos. I imagine if you unclick somewhere, it resets somehow.
Oh, this is giving you some multi-path instruction food points.
Yeah,
do you
this
really
game.
No, please, you go on. I'll just struggle. You talk to chat.
All right. This game was brought to us by the fine old folks at DU&I Games, which is not driving under ambitious intoxication. That is a mere coincidence. Instead, this is a group out of Munich, Germany. They've been making games for a really, really long time. They've gone to way too many game jams, and honestly, they are an interesting bunch, so I'll just go through a few of the creators. We have Simone. I cannot pronounce her last name, so I didn't even bother including it in my notes. Holy cow, 14 months nay for boats. Yeah, 1 and 4, that's almost as old as America. I think. I can't do math, Donald. You'll have to double check me on that one.
Well, let's also give a shout out. Welcome, Bats and Nate for Boats. Thank you so much for all that love and support. It's great to have you in chat, and great to have you in chat, Bats. But please tell us more about Simone and the dev team.
Simone, she is one of the co-founders of DU&I Games. along with Yusuf. And you're wondering, why would you use this as his portrait?
That is a bold choice.
And the reason is that this is his portrait on Twitter. So I don't know what you want me to do about it, chat.
That is wild.
But that just goes to show you how much these folks love their craft. They both got.
They decided to be Jack Nicholson's the Joker. That's what we learned. Is that they just love it so much.
Right.
Thank you for the Prime sub. Oh,
dang! Using our Prime sub on us, man. It's so special. I mean, if the delivery doesn't come within 3 days or less, I guess we'll have to refund a Doppel.
That is true. I know. But all right, I was just trying to read chat. There's a little bit of hype train going, but
yeah, Jack Nicholson Joker, it is a deep cut.
I mean, I guess. Is it a deep cut for this chat? I don't know.
Hey, I mean, we've got to get our points in somewhere, Doppel. Like, we got to take these ones to the bank.
Okay, I agree with that. So, just as a heads up, they've introduced a new mechanic while you're still explaining some more things about this game. There is a barrier, so I can't feed Lefty down here with the barrier in the way. So I've got to come at him from a couple other sides.
Can you say that like you're trying to sneak up on like a horse or something? It's like,
I got
be quiet.
I saved Lefty.
We'll scare away the Zelda horses. You don't want to scare away the Zelda horses.
The butterfly does look mean. It also has a stinger. What kind of butterfly has a stinger? Butterfree doesn't have a stinger? Nope. I was gonna try and make a Pokemon reference there, but even Pokemon is anatomically correct in that regard. Yeah.
Doppel, do you remember when Pokemon was just, hey, let's take these cute animals in our world and give them elemental powers? And now you have freaking horse dog, universe god, or whatever Arceus is, just tramping about with his like freaking ballerina legs. Like, I don't even know how to describe this creature.
Wow. Yeah, it's
for which I don't know, chat, if you can hear the fireworks. But when it comes to describing stuff and having Doppel draw it, let's just say, well, you'll have something to look forward to in the Graffiti game coming up.
All right, I'm gonna have to post-process because the game reviews were not reset. But
gotcha.
Fireworks are happening.
I'm already passing.
There's been people are already voting. This is a great example of why some games get more nights there or get shared.
Yeah.
People are already. Why did the reviews get reset? Because they're actually holdovers from last week. So I've got to go back. Your review still counts. I want you to know. Sorry if that wasn't made unclear.
Yeah, we will always hold your review in our hearts, which incidentally is also the way many third world countries' voting systems work. It's like, we promise to honor your vote as we elect our dictator for the 7th time.
Lizzie B, we counted your vote. Your vote's in. So don't worry.
Yeah,
or your review is count the ballots. We will count ballots. I'm so excited
there's no judicial review system here, Chad. There's no independent electoral theory. I feel like the 4th of July is like the perfect day to like casually slide in all of the American jokes you can.
Grassland dogus are very agile in short bursts. Once they have their snack, they retreat for a nap, just like humans.
Hey, that was a neat rhyme. I imagine that.
We need an executive branch. Do we have a judicial?
I don't think we do. I mean, we don't even have
an executive branch. I think we need a judicial branch.
Do we have an Articles of Confederation of Magna Carta? I mean, we're really slagging here, Doppel.
I think we have an Articles of Incorporation. Does that count?
It might, actually.
And
that's how serious we are about this, chat.
More like a watchdog. Yeah, we need a watchdog to make sure that we're honest. If you've eaten less than 3 glitzies, you're kicked out of the country for being a liberal. Well, They can't take my bandana away, no matter how far away from home I am. So,
Sweet, nice bandana by the way. Very
Eumarius,
patriotic, very chic.
did we? Oh my God, Melonica has 2 different ways to spell her name. One with an I, one with a K, and one with a C.
Somehow I think that might just be a typo, Doppel.
No way. No way. Marius has joined your party. He's not as agile as Melonica, but he can carry a lot more food with his big food boombox. If you can now play as 2 characters, Amarius is available by hitting 3.
Oh man.
Gobble the glissies. Glissy gobbling. What does that even mean? What am I saying?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Thank you, Howkitchy. What is a glizzy? I thought it was some fast food chain thing like, oh, I didn't get my weekly amounts of McDonald's in. You know, chat? You know how it is, chat. You can't always have your cake. Sorry, you can't always have your double-decker with a side of fries and eat it too, chat. Sometimes life doesn't work that way.
For each level successfully completed, you get 1 hint. I actually love that hint system. So like kudos to the devs for that. Like the payoff of a hint, the cost of a hint is like understanding the game well enough to build up points. I didn't even know I had that strong a feeling until I just saw it and I was like, oh my God, I love that payment system.
Yeah, makes you feel like you're not just getting a handout, which is very important. Like, at the same time, there's a little bit of sadness that you didn't quite do it yourself, but on the other hand, you actually earned those stripes.
Wait. Dude, can my boy Marius only move 2 squares? You can't even get to him.
Bro, he is on Mulan set right now. He is carrying that bucket up the hill. How many steps do you want him to take, bro?
Bro, how many steps do you want him to take, bro?
Yeah, you know what? Thoughts and prayers for Marius, Chad. He's freaking hauling, I don't know what that is, like a trebuchet on his back. And Doppel's out over here is like, oh, why can't you climb a hill?
Why aren't you better?
So mean, so cool.
Yeah, this is the first puzzler I played on stream. And I can tell because I'm in my like little puzzle zone. And I have to like actively look over to make sure I know what's up with chat. You
know, chat's just talking about hot dogs, which it's another day for chat. Am I right, Doppel? Am I right?
Ayo.
Yep. But yeah, bratwurst is not a bad sausage, Honestly, I'm all about the andouilles. Doppel, what's your favorite ground meat encased in? What's the most disgusting way I can describe a hot dog? Hold on, I got another one for you, Doppel. Describe to me your favorite meat glue stick variety.
My favorite process. Was it Kaidor, not a puzzle? It was. I think that's fair.
I don't think it was meant to be a puzzle. But sometimes we turn the impossible we turn the practical into the impossible, chat.
Oh man, this one's got me.
Oh, we busted out the walkthrough already?
I hope not. I'm not asking for it because it looks like check Discord for more cheese info. It's totally tubular flesh. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Okay,
yeah,
no, we're good.
Cylindrical flesh, that tubed meat. What have we done to Chad?
Okay.
I only have myself to blame for this, Doppel.
Yeah, no, it's true. I am glad that you came to that realization so quickly.
But let's give a shout out to some of the other game developers to maybe turn this around.
Good luck.
Yeah, on sound design, you've got Philip over here looking his best on the side of the road, trying to fix up his car. I don't know where he took this picture, though.
Are these all their public profiles?
Yeah, these are all from Twitter. You know what, game developers, you're a quirky, wonderful bunch, but you know, maybe ask a photographer friend to take a picture for you. I'm just saying. And then
you're fancy cram with your photographer friends. What is going on?
Friends? What are those, Doppel?
Switch them back. You had the solution already?
Oh, chat's trying to give you
I know. This is how, by the way, this is how they play puzzle games with you. So you get a feel for it.
Yeah. 1, 4, and 2.
So
Can
like
you overfeed them? Doesn't
you
look
can't
like you
overfeed. No, you can overfeed, but who am I overfeeding?
I
Because
feel-
the issue is I'm not giving this dude enough food with my solution.
Oh, I see.
Can PJ's asking for everybody, including you and I, Cram, for a content update. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
what's up.
All
The
right,
lady
PJ.
goes left.
Last
All right,
time.
I'm gonna listen to you, Event 44. Lady goes left. Our boy goes right.
Uh-huh. That's a nice dance you've got going on.
But like now, our boy.
Yeah, I think he needs to feed the dog because you'll use up all of Melanica's steps on that camo. Sorry, the
Yeah.
dog. Not the dog.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too.
Very important that we get the species names correct, chat. Very important.
His name's Lefty.
Yep. Yeah, when it comes to games, I recently just started FF16. I really liked the combat system. I know Kotaku had a somewhat controversial article about how it's like not an RPG, but I'm just like, bro, the gameplay's great. Like, go stuff yourself. Like, why can't something be fun, Doppel? Like,
That's a
why
good
do
question.
they all have to fit into these rigid boxes? Why can't we just enjoy what is? But yeah, so I started FF16. Diablo 4 still there, going on and off. Shani, if he's in chat or watching, we still play a whole bunch of Gunfire.
Oh, okay. The solution had nothing to do. Oh, okay. Now I see what Event 44 was trying to say. Is that, yeah, okay. Is that Lady and Melonica could take more steps, and I was trying to optimize for Marius, so I was doing I optimized for the wrong person first.
I see. Event 44, always here, our guiding North Star. Like, whenever we're lost in the woods, all alone in the middle of a forest, or stranded in a desert, we can always look up to the sky and see Event 44 shining down from above.
I'm gonna start
you
calling
gotta
the big.
put the lady on the left pedestal and then put the guy on the right pedestal, and then you gotta move them in this direction. Oh.
I'm gonna start thinking about the members of our community as different constellations.
Yeah, we'll make an NFT so you can buy your
No, we're not.
preferred
We're not
constellation.
We're not making any NFTs. Chat. Cram's ability to talk has been suspended for the rest of the night. I'm muting him.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll have all the information in the Discord. We'll have our wallet ID set up, ready to go, chat. It'll be great. It'll be great.
What sucks about this joke is you know way too much about the language. And I know exactly why, and it also sucks. So, cool. Good talk. So on ability to mute streamer by spending channel points when? That's on its way. It's on its way.
Although with how Twitch is going, maybe the entire website burns down before we ever get to that point.
Oh, that could happen. Yeah, chat, let us know if you have a real big hankering for YouTube.
Oh man, I feel like Twitch and Twitter, oh my god, the double T's as we'll call them, are on a race to destroy their platforms as fast as possible.
It is a race to the bottom.
Right?
Yeah, so PJ's asking me for my content update. I finished my first run of Diablo 4 last week, and that's done. I have a lot of thoughts about Diablo 4, but I won't spend our entire stream on them. I installed FF16 and I am ready to play it, but I remembered that I hadn't finished Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom yet. And so I'm taking a moment to re-engage with that. I don't think I have to beat it before I start 16.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned I'm in some storytelling classes, so I've paused my Expanse reading and some of my TV watching to listen to more verbal storytellers. And I know that sounds super duper crunchy, and you're just gonna have to live with who I am.
I don't know, that was a pretty meaty content update, if I have to say. A lot of content in that update, chat. Is that not what you desire? Content! I I know, I certainly do.
Vilas and I looks like our games are aligned. And HCD's on the second expanse book. As much as I love this game, when are we moving on? Probably when we get the third character, I would say, Lizzie B.
Yeah. Your thoughts are heard, chat, though, as I give you a sneak peek of that particular item. But we'll get the next game going on in a bit.
Folks are giving their Diablo 4 thoughts. More bone spears. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm aligned with PJ and Giggle Cream on some gaming. Giggle Cream's wrapping up 16. Kind of. I'm not jealous because I want to experience 16, but I am impressed.
Yeah, that is, if you had to give us a breakdown of those work hours you put into FF16, how would they go there, Giggle Creams? 85!
That's big. That's 2 work weeks, y'all.
That's 2 work weeks. You know what? You are a man of dedication there. If I have that much love for that IP. You know what? Maybe I will. Like, it takes me a while, but if it gets its claws in me, Doppel, it might pull me in. It
just might. Okay, so the trick with this level seems to have just been like, you don't have to overspend lady.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad it made sense to you.
Munchie!
Munchie is here.
I'm sorry. There's a better way to pronounce it?
Munchie or Moonchie. I think both are correct.
All right, Monica is spelled with a C here and not a K, so that's good. Sorry, Melonica.
Yeah. Melanicia?
Okay, so Munchie can deliver more food than Melonica and is faster than Amarius. What more could you want? The trio is now complete. You select by pressing 2. All right, here we go. Nate for Boats with the watch. Lizzie B, Nate for Boats, what's your content update? Oh, actually, we do have another big content update. The Demo Duo VODs channel, it existed before, but it is very live now. So if you're looking for a past VOD, swing by the Demo Duo VODs YouTube. Linked off of all of our other accounts. And some of the, something like Hogwarts Legacy, which we won't cut up, is available in VODs.
There you go. But yeah, as it turns out, Twitch likes to give our VODs a limited shelf life, but YouTube, they love your data. Who knows where they're gonna cook up with all those videos. So they're more than happy to keep our VODs immemorialized for all of eternity.
I didn't even have to use Marius there. Yeah, when it comes to VODs, the question you want to ask is, do you want to live forever?
Oh.
Who wants to live forever?
Sarah Brightman is... I didn't pitch you as a Sarah Brightman fan. Yes. But you know what? All the Phantom of Opera fans in chat, rise up!
That's a different musical, Rise Up.
Oh, that is a different musical. Man, how many different musicals did we just throw in one phrase?
That's a lot. Okay, so one small beef. Why can't I feed from 0 squares away?
Honestly, one of life's greatest mysteries.
Oh, the screen is occasionally giving Doppel demon eyes.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Interesting.
That's an interesting failure mode.
That's on you. If you can fix it, Cram, that's great. I can move my screen around tonight too. It's actually further back than it needs to be. So.
Interesting. Let's see if I can get a nice big zoom up of Doppel's blue eyes. You know what? We can all go on this trip together. Actually.
Wait. I'm sorry. Is the green screen correcting for the color of my eyes and therefore taking out blue? Is that what's happening? Chat's only seeing me right now. That's awesome. Fix with Seahorse face. Oh yeah, be right back. Let me go and reinstall that.
Looks all good, Doppel. You look fine.
This is lovely.
They're indeed gray now. They are? No way. Are your eyes green, Doppel? What does your driver's license say? We need the facts. We need the details.
My driver's license? You want my mother's maiden's name over here?
No. What was the city of your birth? Your birth city.
Oh,
that's the
I see.
Yeah.
That's the most important one. Let me get that one from you. my license says blue.
Interesting. You're in a black hole with Doppel for just for a split second.
Welcome to the void. We're gonna have this entire stream where I've been cast into the void, much like Lilith, because people care about her in Diablo 4, right?
Yeah, she's a very relatable and personable character as the mother of all demons and sanctuary.
If you're gonna be with someone in a black hole, that's the choice. I'm flattered, Vilos, that you would consider me as your black hole buddy. That's awesome.
I mean, honestly, they're friends, soulmates, best friends, and black hole buddies.
Also, the seahorse command, I didn't think about that, but I'd love to make a channel points reward where I turn into a seahorse.
Okay, first question, is love the correct term? Second question, how many channel points? Third question, why did you think about that after the previous sentence?
Well, because it's in chat, and I'm just catching up on chat from my puzzling. You fed so many grassland flans that this is cause for a celebratory photo. The photo can be found. Plants reach deep within water is best. This makes them reluctant to move from the warm sunshine, but who can blame them? I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, if me and the sun were out on a date, we would hold hands and I would burn to a crisp because the sun is 7,000 degrees Kelvin on its surface and I'm the carbon blob.
Yeah, that's fair. There are some important questions in chat right now. So if I follow the D4 lineage, Sanctuary is in fact the grandchild of hatred. That is true. It is in fact the grandchild of hatred.
What else are you going to tell us? That Luke is the son of Darth Vader? Like, jeez, man.
And Lizzie, how are the Magnus archives? How's that going, Lizzie B?
Are they magnanimous?
We got 5 more minutes on this title now that we've got the whole squad.
You know, I think there's another world, but let's give it. That's a good round number. Let's go to level 24. That's a good, nice, even number.
Okay. Cramface needs an emote. Which one? The thinking one?
We'll stick a marker on it, and then that way we can come back and refresh our memories. Yeah,
work your magic on D4. You know what I mean?
Doppel. I mean, we've been told that we have very memeable faces.
We have memeable faces?
Indeed.
Or emotable faces?
Memeable. All faces can emote. Yeah. Some more emo than others. But it takes a special face to become me. I don't know what face that was, chat. I was just doing it I'm sorry, I'll try better next time.
That clip command is available to the public, and the markers command will be up probably the end of night.
Cram is a variant. A variant of what? An AI variant?
No, Cram, you're a Kang variant according to the internet.
Oh yeah, that's right. The greatest honor that anyone can bestow, the legally embroiled and embattled actor.
Yeah, that's what people love to align themselves with creatively.
Right. You know what I'm looking forward to, though? Wesley Snipes and R. Kelly comparisons, too. It'll be great.
My God. That would be... I don't know that I could handle someone giving you an R. Kelly comparison. That's disgusting.
Hashtag death of the artist.
Yeah. For real. Okay.
But yeah.
I'm just rolling through these.
Nice. Yeah, the creators of this game, I think I mentioned this earlier, or maybe I didn't mention this. We'll have some time because we have another title of theirs in store. But the authors of this game are actually students or graduates in Germany, and they both studied game design. They both have their degrees in game design. Neither of them, though, is a game programmer. So this is sort of a showcase of... Is there some government program providing grants or subsidizing these ecological program? I don't know about 44.
I feel great about smashing this kid's card game. How could do?
Right.
But that is indeed what it is. Who am I missing?
Wait.
No. That's an easy fix. We do this.
You know, I'll let you do the thinking, Doppel. You're pretty good about that. But yeah, so the two of them actually started off in the program called, Click Team. which you can see at the top right, covering some nice, beautiful organisms. Yeah. Can I string that? Yes, I can. But if you are wondering, Demo Duo, you talk about these game devs, but how do one game dev? There are lots of tools online. Click Team is one that these pair use. Not a lot of programming knowledge, but enough knowledge to know what makes a good game. And eventually they graduated over to the Game Maker platform, where you can actually find their game featured on Game Maker's own website. And so far they've had a lot of titles on Steam. We'll be showing another one of theirs later on, but you might know Village, what's the title? Oh, I definitely have this one here, don't I? Well, it's a really chill game called Virtual Cottage, not Village Cottage, that was my mistake. But you can think about it as an app to chill and vibe to. Not much, or pretty similar to their other games. But
one thing that I like, I'm not sure that I'm in love with, is that the game moves so fast that I can just try combinatorial efforts to like get what I want.
I see.
And, that doesn't seem like what they want me to do, but I'm definitely able to do that.
E44 will come across with her wisdom once again as our guidance star and teach us where we've gone wrong.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk this one.
You're your lost sheep, FN44.
Virtual College as a game would definitely be a mistake. Okay, indeed, how do one demo?
Yeah, this was in reference to the game platforms. But yeah, Game Maker, another one. It's a little bit more complex than Click Team. But they turned out that they actually had a friend who knew how to use Game Maker. So they just basically had a training montage, I guess you could say, with their friend. Oh, I think you figured it out. I think you got it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. But you already passed level 24 over on to level 25.
Yeah, but weren't we going to get to like a new biome? Wasn't that our thing?
I don't know how far the new biome is, unfortunately.
All right, let me quit this level. E44 is on sabbatical. Sorry. Oh, it turns out that we were moving through the overworld the whole time.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, cram.
Double.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then something happens. I'm gonna try them. Are you okay?
All right. Let's. You can
5-minute timer. 5-minute timer.
5 minutes per level, Doppel. 5 minutes per level.
No way. That's way longer than I wanted.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. No. 5 minutes overall. I got you. I got you, fam.
Yeah. Dad. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, Dad.
Only if you just talk the other gamer's mother's son. Make sure to remind the gamers how lame they are.
You're so lame. Your mom gets tea with me. I watched an esports athlete give like these incredible burns, and it was
that one of them?
No, but it's in the same vein. One of the things he deadpan straight into the camera. I hope both sides of your pillow are warm.
Oh.
And then it goes on from there.
I would my worst enemy, Doppel.
He starts there. And he just keeps going up. Like maybe your trash can never smells clean, or your laundry never gets quite dry enough. It was awesome. These are against the
Geneva Convention, Doppel.
I was so happy. I was like, man, this guy is just eliminating human life right now.
Bro, actual war crimes. Like that's like saying I hope that.
It's gonna be really.
I literally just had it.
It's gonna be hard to beat. He's really good at this job.
Oh no, I got it. I remember that. It's like saying I hope your cereal is always soggy. It's like that's you just don't say that to somebody. That's just rude. That's just unnecessary, Doppel.
I agree. All right, so no, don't quit this level.
Yeah. Pay to play. Yeah. So Doppel should be charged channel points for extending the game. Yeah, we have to refund you channel pants now. Is that how it works?
Have to give a donation.
Apparently so. But you know, whenever we get over to the bank, we'll charge you back. We'll charge you back, chat. Don't worry, we're good. We got you covered.
We're good for it. We're good for it.
Yeah, we take IOUs. We take IOUs.
We're not good for it, chat. All right, so all right, these two fivers. Big boy here, Marius, can't get to both of them, right?
Ooh, no,
and so the thing is that Munchie can deliver 2 doses of 2. So the problem with this character right here is Umarius must touch this character, because I only have access one other point of access, and that's got to be Munchie, right? So we know that this character here has to be Munchie and Amarius. So like, where do we put Amarius where he can do the maximum now? Well,
oh, I get it now. So Munchie, as we can all imagine, Umarius, Japanese for, or a play on Japanese for umami. And Melonica. What's Melonica's name? A play on. Munchie and Umarius are definitely plays on food-related things. But what is Melonica? Any ideas, chat? Any ideas, Doppel?
Melons?
Maybe. Melon-chan. But anybody who's watched anime knows that's not quite what that means. You got 2 more minutes, Doppel. 2 more minutes.
All right, Dad, thanks.
You're welcome.
Optimizing for the man again. It's what? No, I was optimizing for Munchie. Recontextualize
Doppel,
yourself,
man.
how could do.
It's not the 1920s anymore. The suffragettes struggled and fought to also be optimized for. Hashtag optimize both genders.
Well, I don't know how I feel about any of this.
Oh, yeah, I clip it and ship it. Yeah, some of the other fun games that the team over at DU and I have made has been Cats Organized Neatly, a pretty cute puzzler.
Cats Organized Neatly? Okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty cute name if I had to give, or say so.
If I had to say so myself, I think it's a cute name, says Cram.
Yep. I'm B Wood has achieved another circle of heck. He has seen the depths of the inferno, and he says to Dante, "You undersold pain."
You can finish this one with only the women. Is that the key?
Oh, E44 bringing in with the strats. The cryptic hints. 1 minute though remains. Will Doppel figure it out? Will he get annoyed with me talking in his ear? Will he ever complete Zelda Breath of the Wild? Find out next time.
On
Demo Duo.
Demo Ball Z.
Demo Ball Z. There are at least 4 demo balls in existence, chat. At least 4.
Yeah, I own a basketball and a football.
Yep, I also have a tennis ball, a few of them.
All right. Doppel is addicted to finishing this game and powerless to stop it.
Doppel, this
is there
is
an option beyond this game?
An
pains
intervention.
Me. Is there an option beyond pass? All right, I'm out of time.
We are concerned for you.
I've run out of my time.
The intervention word chat. Hashtag praise the wheel.
I love puzzle games, but this one's a miss with me completely.
That's understandable. That's understandable. Maybe there is a credits section somewhere.
This is my collection.
Maybe.
This screen is more useful than the collection screen in Gollum.
Oh, you don't gotta do them like that. Their studio literally just died, bro. Too soon, man. Too soon.
It is unfortunate their studio died. Okay, here, credit screen. Here we go. Thank you for playing Feed All Monsters.
Nice. Doppel, you on this most patriotic of days. Sorry, I gotta get the accent on. Doppel. No, I don't know if that's any different, actually.
It's not.
That's not no. It's just my American accent. I'm already American. Why am I trying hard for? You play 2 minus an hour and 10 minutes of this game. After experiencing all the munchy flavors, the umarious levels, and the melancholy aspects of the game, are you a play, watch, or pass?
Wow, that was a stretch on Veronica.
I don't know what her pun is supposed to be. I'm sorry, game devs. I'm sorry.
You know, I don't want to play this game on PC, but I do want to play this game on mobile, and that is summarily why I'm going to give it a play. I think it's a great, simple puzzler. I think it's good for kids to introduce them to it.
Okay.
It's a little bit more sophisticated than a match 3. But this isn't, it's not Marvel Snap. So
yeah, as we all know, chat, you have to start your kids up on the E-rated puzzlers. You wouldn't want them playing God of War for their 5th birthday. That's just a little bit too early for them, chat. It's a little bit too early.
And I think I might be the only play in chat, so that's me. I think there's some things that they really just did well, and it's prettier than I would have expected from such a small studio. So as far as color choices, music it's okay.
Nice.
I think if I was playing on mobile, I probably wouldn't even be listening to music though. I think I'd have Spotify going, which adding hip hop to this as a background music is a way juxtaposition for it.
Oh, I forgot to bring up this little nugget. I don't have the artwork with me, but the first iteration of their game style was Darkest Dungeon / Zelda. Like, completely different. There's a video, they have an entire vlog about it. Like, complete 180. They talked to their to their marketer, and their marketer was like, I don't know if this is quite chilling with your cats and dogs and virtual cottage vibes. How about you try again, champs? And they did.
One other insight I have here is I don't really care about feeding animals. So if you can make it look like this pretty, and have it be anything else like trimming bushes or other lawn care tasks, I'd probably have exactly as much fun. So that's cool. Chinese translator was named Miranda, no last name. Well, she's Cher. Graham, you watched me play 40 minutes of Feed All Monsters.
Yeah.
Are you a play, watch, or pass?
After all that, I'm gonna have to give this one a pass. I think that as a puzzler, it's a very solid title. I can definitely see the appeal. But as I've mentioned many times before on this channel, and as my kindred spirits out there on the internet will also agree with, I like to press buttons. I'm a simple man. I work my 9 to 5. I come home, kick off my shoes, and I pick up the controller and just mash my face into it. And that's how I like to play Doppel. That's how I like to play.
He's a simple kind of man.
I'm a simple kind of man. I pick up my controller and roll my face across it.
Chat's challenging the idea that you wake up at 9 a.m. Can you bring us back to just chatting while I switch games?
That's 100% that's a complete fabrication. I do not wake up at 9 a.m. If I wake up at 9 a.m., chat, something has gone awfully wrong.
What a weird life flex, brother. Maybe don't.
Oh man. I had 2 missions in live chat. Cold and not waking up at 9 a.m. I've succeeded at one of them, but we'll get the cold part eventually, chat. Eventually.
All right, I think I'm ready with our second game.
Sweet, that was fast.
Yeah, let me know if you can hear it. I think everything's good.
I can hear it.
All right.
Yeah, this is the game that I'm wearing the hat for. This is the game where we have probably way too much side content for. As I'm laying it all out, I'm just like, I should have probably stopped somewhere.
Yeah. Also, Cram, slide us over to graffiti time. Cram gives us graffiti facts.
Chat, I'm gonna do you one better, chat. I'm gonna give you the graffiti lore. How about that?
Is this game gonna have waifus, isn't it? No, I think this... Graham, tell tell me if I'm right. I think this game is really just about paint.
It really is just about paint, Chad. It really is just about paint. There are some objectives. There is a little bit of a setting to go through. I say a little bit. But when it comes down to it, this game is about one graffiti's artist love letter to graffiti. That's right. This game is bombing to a graffiti paradise made by Devon, and his last name is actually pronounceable, but I need to still look it up so that I know how to say it because I don't have everything memorized because I'm not quite that professional. Wiersma is his last name, and go for it.
I'm just gonna crank up everything, and we're gonna see where it fails, and not blame the game on this one.
Bro, you only have blow up your computer with these graphics.
I know. Motion blur, VSync 1, that's cool.
Motion blur sucks. I hate motion blur. Forced motion blur in FF16 is honestly my least favorite part about that game.
You know, I have like I feel pretty good about motion blur. I think that if when I take it off, I can notice it's gone now, and I'm like, what did I start with? If I started with it off, I feel pretty good having it off, and if I start with it on, I feel like I'm pretty good having it on.
Nope, not for me. Like I see the motion blur
boy.
As like a crutch for realistic graphics. Like it's basically a blur for your imagination to fill in the voids of realism so that the game artists work very hard, but so that the engine's limitations aren't as apparent. While the engine developers also work very hard, graphics is hard. Apparently Epic is the only company that has black magicians on hand to work whatever I don't know, whatever rituals are needed to create Nanite. I imagine you watched those tech demos, Doppel, of UE5 and just the amazing fidelity in that game, or in that engine.
I didn't watch that. And I started a poll because IMB Wood asked an important question.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah. And that question was, who would you want graffitiing your house, your mother's house, Cram or Doppel? How Could Do is voted for you, but for maybe the wrong reasons. I'm going to start a new game. Is there anything else I need to know before I click that?
In the words of Archer, phrasing is all I'll say about that poll name. That's all I'll say about that poll name.
Who would you want graffitiing? What did I do wrong? Your mom's... All right, well, that's fair. I'm not going to draw any more attention to that. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant.
You were so innocent. I'm sorry, Chad. I always go for the dirties.
This may take a few minutes. All right, there was one. Please. Archer, crazy. Gengar laughs. All right, we're in a first-person shooter. We all know how I manage with these.
Yep. On PC too, it's going to be a tough time for Doppel.
I was wondering if vandals will be prosecuted. Don't be a criminal. Graffiti is a crime. What up? How you doing, friend?
Yeah. Hey, this game doesn't have...
heading...
Oh, go for it. I'll let you do the reading here.
We're going to call this person Lumps. I can show you the ropes around here. Thank you. I love helping people out. Everyone take your Dramamine. Graffiti Paradise is an awesome place where artists can paint anywhere you want. I see you brought your own paint. Why don't you try equipping that with the tab button? Okay.
Ooh, that could be a good idea.
You can also swap colors by pressing RMB. Don't get too attached to anything you paint on board the ship. Plenty of time to paint on the shore. When you're good and ready, come and meet me up there. Oh, okay. Ship is the tutorial area. Oh.
Look at the hobos. Yeah.
Graham, can you do me a favor and pull up our brand colors?
Oh, yeah. Let me do that real fast. Oh, sorry. Color picker. Yeah.
They're also in Dropbox.
That's gonna take me longer, I think.
Apply and return.
You're my only hope. Oh wait, doesn't that have power toys?
Whoa, what is that? Oh, it's a color picker. You can just pick color from the world. That's
super cool, actually.
That's neat. Okay, these are my hot picks. There we go.
Windows Shift C.
Oh, here we go. This is awesome.
Okay, perfect. I got it already. All right, let me bust open Discord. Let me hover over our icon here. All right, 02 quadruple F is our blue.
Sorry, let me get there. 02 quadruple F. Well, I don't actually have.
Oh yeah, you don't have RGB.
What's going on here?
I wouldn't have even helped you anyway. You had me go through all that work.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry I did that.
Oh,
But
somehow you are.
now the paint is dead. All right. Demo. Duo.
This elevates MS Paint. This does elevate MS Paint. Yeah, as I mentioned before, I actually didn't even show you what Devon looked like. He... Actually, no, his Twitter profile was also dumb, but I was tired of the trend, so I just looked up his actual picture. All right, where are you, Devon?
You're totally right to call me out on my own thing, chat. Let me just fix that real quick.
Demo. This is why we paid somebody else to make our logo doppel.
No, it's not about the logo making. It's about spelling.
Well, you know, all very important skills as a professional. Oh man, you're into this, Doppel. You're into this. Yeah, Devon, as I mentioned before, is the creator of this game. Pictured here, enjoying the spiciest noodles of his life, chow mein noodles. I'm sorry, that was very mean, chat. But yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Clearly loves his graffiti. He loves his graffiti so much, he made a 38-minute YouTube talk about graffiti in video games. And go for it.
No, you're good, man. It's gonna be a lot of that.
Sick burn cram. Thanks for that. Doppel's enjoying this one. But yeah, he had a 38-minute YouTube video talking about graffiti in games.
A ladder.
As an anime, what's the right word? Professional. Scholar. As an anime scholar, I can understand one's dedication to their hobby. So Devon, you have a thumbs up for me. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting discussion about graffiti throughout video games, the little things you want to take a look at, and also a brief history about graffiti, which we will expand on in great detail, to borrow a British pronunciation. Oh wait, sorry, I shouldn't do that. It's America's birthday. Sorry, detail. I gotta go with my American pronunciations. I'm sorry. I'll make sure not to say boot or aluminium. I'll try to be as American as possible, Chad. It's gonna be hard as a Nigerian, but I'll try.
Got it.
Nice. There is also a hashtag you can share all of those at, Doppel, if you're feeling up to it. Yes, sir.
That's great. All right, cool. Do I need to pick up my ladder, or is it just chilling there forever?
I thought you picked it up, but maybe it just chills there forever. Maybe you just spawn ladders.
Sometimes the game doesn't retain my mouse, but I think that's a me thing.
But
nice job. You're a natural. You looks like you've got a ladder too. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, chat. Did you know that graffiti starts all the way back in, I mean, probably as far back as humanity has existed? If you really want to think about graffiti, it's always been, oh, you can just spawn ladders. You're just like, oh, it replaces your existing ladder. Okay, that makes sense. Why are there shipping containers on the roof? I think you're asking too many questions. How could you? The NSA might have a conversation with you later. Oh wait, can you not jump?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Have you tried the grapple
there it
doppel?
is. I figured it out.
Claps in chat, or chants in chat for Doppel there.
Why are there shipping containers on the roof? I'm on a boat.
Yeah. I'm on a boat. I'm on a mother effing boat. I don't remember how the rest of the song goes. I'm sorry, Adam Sandberg.
I'm sorry, Adam Sandberg. That's definitely 100% the man's name, for sure.
It was Adam Sam something, wasn't it?
No, it was Andy Sandberg.
I have the last name right. I mean, there are too many 4-letter A-started names in Hollywood, Doppel. I don't know what you want me to do about it. Have more unique names, Hollywood, like Mark,
that is not the color. Look at this.
Yeah, you are. This could be a border thin. No, my eyes are not. Our brains are not that effed up, Doppel. I'm with you. That's not the color.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for Thanks for being with me. I'm gonna save that
I
color.
did try my best, PJ. I did try my best.
Okay.
Adam Samsonite on a boat. Yeah, have Samsonite containers. If you're ever capsized and you need to swim to shore, trust Samsonite to save you in a pinch. And the official sponsor of the Titanic.
Tonight's not sponsor, Samsonite.
Have you ever been through the TSA and
can't
got
sample
annoyed?
skin tones, everybody. That's not allowed.
Ever been through the TSA and been annoyed with sneaky agents trying to get at your goods? Purchase a Samsonite controller to make sure they can't extra your goods. May or may not cause any bodily harm when the TSA tackles you to the ground on suspicion of being a terrorist. Samsonite luggage. Proud sponsor of Demo Duo.
That's right. What else? Cram dry is best. Before you go, there's a couple of super important things to know. Always quit the game with quit and save button or you're gonna lose your paint. 2, you should spray over posters and collect paint cans in Graffiti Paradise. For every 10 you find, you unlock cool new tools. Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Does everyone in this game have, yes, it seems that they're all drawn that way.
But yeah, so as I mentioned before, our creator Devon is a huge graffiti fan. Oh yeah, lots of different areas for you to go to, but right now only the train yard is unlocked. So you'll unlock the others as you complete objectives. Yeah, I mean...
That's the best still frame they could have chosen and the only photo I took, so that's probably why.
Yeah. A little bit of that FF15 magic, which if you didn't know, Chad, at the end of FF15, they ask you to pick a picture and then they display it at the end. And the context around it is kind of really nice and touching. So not entirely a spoiler. But yeah. I will say the best thing about FF15, I know I meme on the gameplay and the terrible story and side characters.
Yeah.
But the main cast... Man, so
yeah,
one of the most touching moments in video gaming history.
What up, Dennis?
Oh man, is there a lot of crap to wade through, Doppel. I don't know if you watched Maxor's summary of Final Fantasy 15, but that will contextualize things for you, Chad. If you don't have the patience to play a 40-hour Korean JRPG, another one of Maxor's jokes.
A boy band.
Korean boy band, that was the one. Then you can instead watch that video and get most of the context. Actually, you'll get less of the context in a more entertaining way. So I think it's a good trade-off.
No graffiti. So this is so I'm just gonna, all right, I'm just gonna give this a big DD.
Hey, there's your tag. So the way you advance through, I guess the missions, as we'll call them, is to collect those spray cans and to paint over billboards. Yeah. Now, this is where you have a little bit of platforming to work through.
Peanut tool do? That's a great question. So I was confused by this earlier.
A peanut tool?
Yeah. So this is your eraser.
Nice.
So let's just say you're somebody like Doppel who can't draw a straight line to save their life.
Yeah, I don't know if real life has sponges for graffiti. Actually, considering the creator, yeah, I was gonna say considering the creator added this, it probably does to some extent. But yeah, so as I was talking about earlier, graffiti has a really long history, all the way back in Rome, where you would see graffiti like this outside of your villa. It's really hard to see, but this is basically a caricature of a Roman senator. So even back then, people were political. Don't let people gaslight you into thinking we were just now political. We've been political since literally we had brains. We've always been like this, Chad. Hopple, we've always been like this.
Yeah, I mean, people are trying to seize power. You should follow my content. It's fire. You'll never guess what somebody just DM'd me. Apparently, you can get a lantern that lights up dark places and a wheat paste brush that lets you paste your design on the walls. Oh, I didn't delete your vote. Oh my gosh. We just forgot to reset it though.
Oh yeah. Let me type that one in.
I already did it. I already reset reviews.
Yeah, perfect.
That sounds too good to be true. I guess the internet is a wild place. Yeah, it is a wild place. All right, I'd love to be able to sprint. That's not happening. Oh,
no luck for you.
I can.
Oh, nice.
I can sprint.
He's a wizard, Harry. But yeah, another piece of some Roman graffiti over here. Wait, did I not give this one a picture? I didn't give this one a picture.
There is this weird thing that's happening though, where it's like losing my mouse intermittently, and that is killing me. Like it's not locking in my screen.
Ooh,
we've had this problem a couple of times.
A lot of times
with indie games where they just not doing it.
I think it's really a window mode thing. Yeah, Windows one of these days.
This is full screen for me. I'm not in windowed mode.
Oh, ooh, interesting. Well, mouse capture is an arcane art. Only the AAA developers get those updates. But yeah, another Roman piece of graffiti. Back in those days, you didn't have spray cans. I know, crazy. They were really slacking on those modern inventions back then. So you just have to chisel your graffiti. And of course, if you're in Pompeii, you might have a thing or two to say about your neighbors down the street being annoying. And chat, let me tell you that humans really haven't changed in thousands of years. We've got some translations of some graffiti doppel. And let's just say some of them are spicy. So we've got some disses thrown around at Lignus. The quote reads, "Sheep-faced Lignus strutting about like a peacock and giving himself airs." I mean, just sick burn doppel, just sick.
I did not listen to that Fall Out Boys cover. I'm very interested in it now, though.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails. Actually, it was a 9 Inch Nails a song. That's why you didn't hear it.
It's cast covering the wall. I don't need a game for that. Okay, keep going, Cram.
100 is enough to code. Yeah, we need to dial 1-800-8135. Another quote. A little bit of a side eye in this comment. So we also did invent snark. This one reads, "Health to you, Victoria, and wherever you are, may you sneeze sweetly." Apparently, Victoria, a little bit of a unhygienic individual. And then, of course, this one scrawled on a tavern wall. Doppel, any guesses as to what it might indicate?
No. What does it say?
This one says, "Restitute. Take off your tunic, please, and show us your ... privates."
Oh wow, that's yeah. I guess that's what it would say.
You were right. So, chat, even way back then, people were catcalling on graffiti. It's been thousands of years, but we've always been this type of degenerate. Ukiyo-e paintings hundreds of years ago. We've always been like this, and we will always be just this. It's kind of beautiful, kind of sad, so bittersweet, so melancholy doppel. It really makes you think about the human condition, doesn't it?
It is 4 stroke widths as I think about the human condition.
Yeah, we're getting really philosophical here on Demo Duo. It's like,
for a good time, send the stone tablet too. I love it. Hey, whoa, what is this character? Yasmin. Yasmin.
Yeah, she was on the boat with us. Well, not with us. That sounds wrong. There wasn't a little kid on the boat with us. She was on the docks when the boat got off. It's okay, FBI, NSA, don't. No. All right, we're good.
She can just, it is Moon Girl. She just changed the environment to the evening. Like,
oh, that's
what?
Sweet.
This is a sweet power she's got there.
Right?
It's Ghostbusters. All right, I'm looking for paint cans and, living my best life here.
Right. And of course, it's not just the Romans who have some
summons the moon. That's fair.
I don't know if taste is the correct word for it. Even as far back as in the city of Ephesus in Greek civilization, we have this lovely piece of street art. Not street art, but of a graffiti. One defining part about graffiti is that the thing that separates graffiti from street art is the disruptive nature. if you have some piece of commissioned work, if you have your building's permission, it doesn't quite hit the same as we draw our own Daffy Duck over here.
Oh, there's filters. Look at that.
Cyberpunk virtual girl. Do I look pretty?
Yes, the ducks jump over the canal.
But yeah, in the city of Ephesus, it's hard to make out.
What?
Yeah, but the local guides will tell you about this type of painting. It shows a handprint that kind of looks like a heart. You can, of course, see the foot, and there's a number, and you can kind of make out the carved image of a woman's head. And basically, this is telling you there's a brothel this way. That's basically what it's telling you, Chad. That's basically what it's telling you.
That's good. I got an ad death while you were away, Graham.
There's how did you? I missed it, Chad.
You totally did miss it. I was exploring, and I died.
God. That's.
What is up with this?
I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed, Doppel.
Graffiti is me. How do I get up? Can I get up there?
Maybe you should use your ladder.
Oh yeah, but honestly, like, using the ladder, it's a risk.
I guess that's fair.
Because, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, graffiti has been around for a long time. Humans have been dirty for a long time. We've just been like this, Doppel. We maybe she was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I think that this officer's hair is now red.
Ooh, I can dig with that.
I think that they just got red hair. So one thing that I'm like I think is interesting as a design choice is there's no run on the paint.
Oh, so do I have that design term? I don't have that graffiti term. But yeah, so one thing that's hard to program is physics, and it's also it is pretty hard to program. Drips, that's the word for it. So the drips can be
the paint and the drip run.
Yeah, it can be a sign of two different things. It could be a sign that this artist is an amateur. They don't necessarily know how to control their spray. These are also the words of Devon, so if you have problems, take it on with Devon on Twitter, okay? We're not here for those Twitter beefs. Throw those over to Elon's platform, okay? Or it could just be a sign of some intentional art. Sometimes you want to accentuate those drips. Maybe you're going for a particular design. So it's really hard to say, but you can usually tell with how the design goes. Like if you're just trying to write out words and it's an occasional drip, maybe just a little bit of a fledgling graffiti artist. If you see some pretty cool spirals made out of some drips, maybe a professional.
Yeah, the most popular drip for people is probably in Enter the Spider-Verse, Miles' first costume. He sprays his own red ink on a black costume, and it's got a bunch of extra drip on there.
That's cool. I didn't realize that. Man, that movie has a whole bunch of subtle details, which kind of makes me sad that the artist got
no!
I thought you were about to die again. I was like, you can't be serious, Tom. You can't be serious. The stash, though, right? The stash is pretty intense. The staff is pretty intense.
All right, so this is what we need to get over here. I do appreciate that we're, we're running and jumping. Because if you've watched Banksy's documentary Through the Gift Shop, which is kind of comically supposed to be about Banksy and ends up being about somebody else because Banksy takes over being the director.
He does.
We got here. Okay.
Hey, look at that. Chat's in chat for Doppel. That was some good parkour. But yeah, you were saying about Banksy.
Not parkour. Platforming. Yeah, I'll take platforming.
But
actually,
yeah. One of the games that this really reminded me of in sort of a weird way is Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Sort of because of the whole vibe of being counterculture. But the art style also definitely helps with that. With the drawing of Lumps and the mad scientist kid. It's hard not to think about that. It's hard not to think about it.
Well, also it's worth discussing the overlap in graffiti and skateboarding, which is both illegal from.
Man, look at that. Art imitates life, imitates art. It's all one big old circle.
Yeah. Yeah, not having drip or run or whatever we're calling it is a little bit takes me out of the world.
Ooh,
Van will be
point.
cut. Do you understand? Oh, nope, sorry, not done yet.
All good, all good.
Here we go. This is a threat to all Van out there. Van will be cut.
Oh, no, not the vans. Not the vans. You know,
Yeah,
you could probably
like
make the police match the criminal over there. Maybe that'll be a statement. Yeah.
What criminal?
Oh,
police?
I see. Even more of a counterculture statement. Oh, I meant to hide that one.
Yeah,
I think,
this losing my mouse is like a frustrating window capture thing.
What
Or
in
not
yeah.
capture.
How could you is giving you compliments for your A cab demonstration just then. Such revolutionaries. Van will cut.
You can't even see Van in this filter, so let me,
Oh my god.
cute. Mexico, that's a filter?
Apparently so. Oh, I also think it's an internet meme too. But yeah, from the streets of Pompeii, we eventually got our aerosol cans though, Doppel, and that's when things got really, really crazy. Can I meet the cute van? Careful of M44. If you're not careful, that van's gonna isekai you to another world.
So
And
there's
you
this.
don't want to do that.
Before we jump over to which ancient city are we talking about?
We're going to modern times all the way to the 1970s.
So there was this awesome piece in London when I was visiting, and I think it was a Banksy, where here the way police cover up art is they just paint over it usually, right? If you tag something, because it's way easier to paint over it after the paint is dry than it is to try to like wet it off and like wipe it down. So that's the general mechanism for covering up street art. But what ended up happening is, and actually I can show it because I have this platform to do so here.
Hey.
So
Are you going to try to draw it, Doppel? Is that what you're about to do?
it's pretty simple to do this to illustrate this point.
If you say so.
Banksy could come in and he drew a line, and then the officers came in and they drew a line over it, and this process repeated until he got them to draw a question mark.
Nice.
And it was pretty funny.
Yep. That's you played yourself moment. Coppers, that's what you played yourself.
Yeah, that's definitely what that was. So, okay, let's find this other spray bottle. There's a VR spray paint game, Cram. What is that called?
Oh, is there? You know what? As your Jamie of the night, let me try to look that up.
And my man in the chair right now.
Hey. King Spray Graffiti VR.
Yeah. So I think I own that on my Quest, actually.
Yo, these are some really cool paintings.
A Quest
Like
1, mind
that.
you. I didn't buy a Quest 2.
Sorry, graffiti, not paintings. If people actually made
I
this
will
in the
just
game.
stick to Splatoon. I can hear that. Use the ladder. Where am I going? Oh, for that other spot.
You know what, chat? I'm looking at these images, but you can't see them. So how about I clue you in? Let's call that key.
Not
graffiti.
having this mouse is like killing me. Oh my gosh. Lizzie B also giving it a pass. Lots of passes tonight on this title. Cram, that is making a lot of noise for me.
It is. Let's see if I can. There it goes. All right, something weird happened there, but we're back. All right, yeah, perfect. Yeah, this is apparently something you can make on the Quest, which, if true, amazing, impressive. Yeah, right. Let me see if I can grab another piece over here that I saw that was pretty awesome. Oh yeah, this one is insane. I feel like people are cheating, Doppel, but you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
How could do told me to use a ladder? I'm listening, okay? I'm coming back with a ladder now.
I mean, he only has so many ladders. He's trying to carry them all in his pocket, Chad. Do you know how hard it is to carry a ladder in your pockets?
I guess I didn't even need to do that though, because there's nothing here.
Pain.
Okay, where have I not been on this map?
Another piece from King Graffiti. I mean, apparently the stuff you can make in this game is just insane. But
There's no fall damage in this game, by the way, which is great.
There's drowning, apparently.
You can drown.
Yep. Oh, I didn't know this was going to be dirty quote of the day, but IMB Wood throwing his hat into the ring with the elucidating quote. Is that a ladder in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's a ladder.
Yep. But yeah, so go for it, Doppel.
I want to get up there. I feel like that's important.
I think
Earlier
so too.
I was successful in.
Maybe you can like get a vantage point to see where the remaining spray cans are. Maybe.
Yeah, and that's effectively what I was trying to.
But while you're trying to figure that out, we'll go back to our graffiti history, or our graph history, as some might say. Nobody says that.
No, nobody says that. I knew that was the case when you.
I'm sorry.
You started.
I'll try better. Yeah, so in the 1970s, we finally got these awesome aerosol cans. You're here. Great. I'm happy I'm not there anymore. There sucked, Doppel. I'm way happier to be here. But yeah, we start out with the 1970s and an explosion. Yeah,
No,
I was saying Doppel.
I was trying to draw something much more reasonable,
Sure.
and I just I'm gonna show you what I was trying to draw.
Yeah, please do, please do. Is it even bigger and girthier?
It's not. Dang it! I just keep.
Oh, it is girthier, chat. Okay, well, do show me, Doppel.
No,
Yeah.
rated T for teen. Sus indeed. I recognize that I am currently sus, and this is what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
You're here.
A signature. Okay. And black and white watermark. Hey, there's the hashtag. They put it in the game. That was pretty smart. That was pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. And they made it a filter in the game.
Wiener. Yeah, we did have a whole earlier discussion in chat about what your favorite meat tube is. I'm glad we got to bring that discussion back up.
I can't spray her.
I'm pretty sure that's toxic. I don't know if that's FDA approved, Doppel. Oh, pigs. It is a very common part about graffiti art being anti-establishmentarianist. So no love for cops in this game either. You know what? Maybe one day we'll play a game that is the most cops. That's just cops all over the place.
We played a pro cop game. It was a SWAT game.
Oh, that's right. The most aggressive form of policing America has to offer.
That's right. And
Hell yeah, brother.
And it's a gate.
The best way to deliver freedom
Hey,
with more bullets.
you hear that, chat? That's the old-fashioned lo-fi beats playing.
Hey,
Okay, I've got 9 spray cans. I need
Propaganda.
one more. And then I think we'll probably understand the point of the game, so...
Oh, how could you is right. Also, way to bring up the nerds tonight. How could you? I like it. They were remarking that the tag kind of looks like an AND gate.
That's true. I see that. I see it.
But yeah.
Also, if you're here for the first time, you know we're not always playing this game. We play lots of different games, selected by the wheel, and we play a new game every week.
That's true. But yeah, when spray cans got invented, graffiti blew up in a not insignificant way. Some of the earlier great artists, I will try to pronounce his name correctly, Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat. Here he is pictured with one of his own paintings. I mean, as an artist
Wait.
as they come.
I don't see anything, so I don't think chat sees it.
Oh wait, you should be able to see it.
I
Chat
don't
definitely
see
sees it. It's definitely on Twitch.
Oh, maybe the server's just really far behind for me.
Ooh, pain.
Yeah.
And then one of his more famous works, I don't remember the title for this, but it is intense. Like, they're called graffiti artists for a reason, chat. They're called graffiti artists for a reason.
Yeah, the server's like 10 seconds behind for me.
E44 is already tired of this game.
I can imagine that like you this is a sandbox game where like you're creating and
Yeah.
that's that. All right, I don't know where this other can is. It could be up here, but I don't know how to get up there.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of gameplay footage out there on the web, so I don't even have pointers to give you.
Yeah, and this mouse thing is actually making the situation like pretty rough too.
I do have more pointers for chat though. Some of our other famous artists, Say Adams, pictured over here next to some of his earlier works, or pictured on the left in more modern times. He started out, well, basically as a kid on the street, drawing some graffiti art, but he's also the the founding creative director of Def Jam Recordings. So the intersection between graffiti and hip hop, I mean, you can see some of the roots right here. They intersect. They are the same thing to this individual.
Yeah.
And of course, go for it.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, it's not limited to just hip hop. Some people just really want to express themselves, and we've got serial artist Scene, who likes to tag his name in as many places as he can. So graffiti, also an expression of counterculture, but sometimes you just want to be cool. You just want to graffiti yourself in hard to reach places, in obscure places. PJ also voicing his interest in the title.
I think we're gonna slide off this.
I think so too.
I'm remembering that I didn't see a Banksy while I was in London. So the question mark thing, and that disappointed me. So the question mark thing was another artist.
Okay. I definitely didn't know that, but I do know that now. And of course, we have some pretty famous aerosol artists in general. Don D is probably one of the most famous ones. Do I have a picture of him? I do. Back in the old days, I think his most famous set of art is called Children of the Grave. Not Grave of the Fireflies, chat. Other really sad movie. But Children of the Grave, this one is a collection of subway tags, or a subway graffiti. A three-parter, if you will. And of course, he wants you to know who did it. He wants you to know who did it. But he is not shy at all. Play the McDonald's skateboard game again.
All right. Graham, I think it's time for a review.
I think it's time for a review. Chat's begging for it. All right, let's go over to the menu. Let's see if we can find some credits for this game. Maybe we'll have some, maybe we won't.
Delete paint data. We'll just do, there we go. Credits.
Hey, easy enough.
There you go.
A game by Devon Wienersma. I hope that's how you say it. But Doppel, you have graffitied your way through an hour, half an hour?
No,
half
about
an
40
hour.
minutes. About 40 minutes.
40 minutes of some graffiti. After all those tags and all those drips, are you a play, watch, or can this game?
Good pun on can. I'm a pass. It is really challenging for me to have to pull my mouse back into the game. And that for a game that's about drawing or like, some modest amount of precision mouse work, my mouse work's not great to begin with, and then to lose it is just
Mouse work's very important.
It's just breaking for me. The other thing is that I'm not really big on I'm not big on sandbox games, and a little bit more direction would have been useful as far as progressing to get new tools. I imagine that there's a point that is trying to be made here about not having those things, but I'm not drawn in as a game. I can just see it as a sandbox without that guide rail. So that's me. I'm a pass.
How could you making the MS Paint analogy once again?
What about you, man? You've watched me play for 40 minutes, or you play watch or pass?
I'm also going to have to give this one a pass, but I do enjoy the deep dive I made into graffiti culture, even if I don't get to share it with all of you. I hit most of the highlights. But it's pretty cool to see somebody have so much love and so much passion to go so far for their love. This is actually the second game in the Bauman franchise. And also he's worked on Graffiti and other games as well, and he's also worked on other games. So clearly a man with a passion, and I can respect that.
Actually, to that very end,
I was trying to be heartfelt on Event 44, and you ruined it. And you just took it and you squashed it.
To that very end, I did put up, I think, a few dozen photos from one of my trip, graffiti and street art, both that were in Christchurch, New Zealand, inside the Discord, which is why I linked the Discord here.
Exclamation mark Discord.
All right. Cram, move us over to just chatting real quick while I get this last game queued up, and then go ahead and reset reviews.
As we mentioned, chat, we've got a triple special for you tonight. The third and final entree on the platter, the le dessert, as they say in the land of giving up, because we're America, we're about freedom and guns and eagles.
This is so francophonic. You're like so francophobic.
It's the one day of the year where I can do it, and it's somewhat okay. That's right. White flags in chat preference.
Oh, wow. Do this to the void. Actually, I think in the void that Cram showed you earlier, it was absolutely silent because there's no audio in that scene. So it's just me staring at you. That's like Shia LaBeouf for a long time.
That's amazing.
All right. Let me make sure this game is being captured.
And yeah, this third game made by the same studio, DU and I, that made the first game, Feed All Monsters.
Let's run it.
And let's switch over. And this time you won't even need a playlist, because this game has its own music.
Hey, get jazzed, everybody. Jazzy,
welcome
jazzy.
To the Birdland. We've got yourself a good night with some great performing artists. We got John over on the double bass. Hit it, John.
Cram playing the host
Doppel over
and John
on the trumpets. Hit it, Doppel. Nice. And it's a two-band, so we don't get a lot of repeat customers, but we hope you like our tunes. SimCity 3K vibes.
Already the most potential triple feature of this evening.
Chad has no chill. Holy cow.
I know, I can tell. You found a new dog. It's Yaska. Yaska has a lot of outdoor experience as she frequently accompanies her owners on bushcraft adventures. I have never, ever heard or read the word bushcraft in my whole life.
I thought you were gonna say Yaska, and I was like, yeah, they're German, Doppel. Of course you haven't heard their German names before.
Bushcraft.
Yeah, bushcraft. It's what you do when you try to convince a leader of a very large population that they're WMD, so you can drill for oil.
What?
What?
Bushcraft. Got it.
Bushcraft. Yep.
All right, cool. This whole game is this chat by the looks of things.
Yep. This is
princess.
really.
You found a new dog. Prettiest princess. All right.
Cool. Chat. Petition for Doppel to pronounce it dog. Any seconds.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, this game is just cozy personified. It is the coziest as cozy titles.
What is this game's name?
Let me look it up.
This game's name is Organizing Dogs, right?
There's another phrase in here.
This is just Save Room. You're totally
Organized
right.
neatly.
This is Save Room, which was, of course, the Resident Evil
pass from Event 44. No chill.
Not the best day for E44.
No.
All right.
They're so cute. I mean, look at how cute they are. You're making me sad, Event 44. I mean, look at that dog.
This is Lila, aka the L shape in Tetris.
She lets it go on walks. If you're not going to walk her,
she does like going on walks. You have an allergy to this game? What about Ika? She loves food. When her owners bring a bowl, she spins around like a tornado in anticipation. And now
I mean, if you could feed tornadoes to get rid of them, that'd be pretty cool. Oh, Doppel's got to think about this one. I think he's thought about it. I think his brain's already solved it.
All right, chat. Well, this game has to be a lot less than a total hour. And like, I think it just depends on how fast you are, you know?
Are we going to get a speed run? Is this going to be the first Dogs Organized Neatly speed run on YouTube?
I don't think so,
Twitch?
Because anything that involves Doppel with a mouse is not a speed run.
Garibaldi, oh my god, he's such an adorable little derp.
Garibaldi is a star. He once sneezed so hard that he made himself do a somersault. His acrobatic clip went viral on the Tox.
These character cards are great. But yeah, this game has 80 levels, so...
80?
80
Honestly,
levels.
we're not doing bad for pace to get through this.
Right. But really, Doppel, I'm a selfish man. I just wanted to do this so I could talk about my favorite breeds of dogs.
Is that you just put together the research? By the way, Chad, I didn't know I was playing this game until today, just to be clear.
Yep. So it turns out that I've told many people this, but this is my coming out moment. I love dogs, chat. I like big dogs. I basically, like, if I could have a bear, like, that would be the dog that I wanted. But bears don't domesticate very well. They have a tendency to eat you. Not great. So in my quest to be satisfied, I've been looking for really large breeds of dogs. And ChatGPT, some other tools have found me a few potential candidates. So I just want to go through horses are like big dogs. That's a good point. How could you? I don't know if you can pet them as easily or like have them in your house as easily, but I do see where you're coming from. And some of the top candidates, I can't have a bear, but I do like big dogs. So some of the top candidates are, of course, the English Mastiff. Big, proud, weighs up to 230 pounds, this big beast. Some drawbacks though, they're big, they have a lot of health problems, which seems to be how it goes with mammals, unless you're an elephant. Doppel, elephants have just unlocked the ultimate cheat code on like size of mammals. It's really unfair.
Well, they're just the biggest land mammal. I don't know if it's a cheat code. Feels like it might just be evolution.
Evolution. Why couldn't you make us bigger, evolution?
We don't need to be bigger. Like, we're already fairly large.
We are pretty large creatures. But yeah, English Mastiff, great companion. They do unfortunately only live for like 6 to 12 years.
Are you just walking through dogs on the pictures?
Yes, I am. Yep.
I like big dogs and I cannot lie.
My brother likes small dogs and I cannot tell the truth. Oh wait, what?
He gave up. He gave up.
Then 44, you got to commit to the bit.
I like big dogs and you cannot lie. These small furs can deny. When a big dog hoofs in a little bitty dog, I get messed up.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to use the other phrase for that.
Yeah. I don't.
This is a tricky one. I got him. Okay, Event 44. Okay. Next up on my research list, so a Mastiff would be a pretty cool dog to have. The only downside, though, is that they sleep most of the time. Being so big, they don't actually like that much exercise as well. I know it's a pretty common trope to go run in with your dog, but you do have to understand your dog's breed, genetics, and lifestyle. You can't just throw a random dog into a random home and expect it to thrive. Very important considerations. Go for a doppel.
The wheel is broken, so I think you got to fix that.
What? No, not our beautiful wheel.
Yeah.
But it's cash, so it's okay.
For the live show, yeah, but the online tools are busted.
Interesting.
All right, this one's actually like weird and challenging, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care to solve this puzzle. I thought I was the only one thing actually looking at it. Thing. Yep, yeah, you got me. You rickrolled us.
Yep. Next up on the dog journey, if you'll call it, an old favorite of mine and a friend from college, the Kuvaz. An adorable white little cloud of fluff. It's so cute. You're a good dog. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. But wow. Anyway, chat.
Wow.
This is yet another herding dog. When we grew up, hey, he got a chat. Chance in chat for Doppel there.
Look at it's Rocco. He's simple dog.
Oh, simple. That was such a good bit for that one. Okay, how could you have another attempt for us?
Yeah.
I like big dogs, I cannot lie. You can't start to cry. When I walk him on that itty bitty leash with a collar near his face, I feel smug.
Nice. I feel smug. Smug is a great word choice. HCD, nice work.
That was a good one.
Your family should be proud. You should feel proud.
Honestly, you'll probably get a songwriting Emmy for that one. A songwriting Grammy, my bad, for that one. I look forward to seeing you next to
There's so many dogs. We've introduced like 16 dogs.
There are a lot of dogs. And sorry I wasn't done with the Kuvaz yet. I'm such a good boy. But Kuvazes can weigh up to 140 pounds. For reference, for scale, if you will, German Shepherds usually come around 90 pounds, and even that's kind of big for a German Shepherd. And Kuvazes, we have the Hungarians to thank for these little big, adorable, fluffy flock dogs. And they live for a pretty long time, about 10 to 12 years. And like most shepherding dogs, they're also fairly intelligent and fairly trainable. And last but not least, this one brought to you by ChatGPT. I didn't actually know this breed existed, but it might just be the breed for me. And unlike some lawyers that use ChatGPT to follow a legal brief, I double checked and this one does exist. The last but not least shepherd dog.
Sorry. What ChatGPT failure do you know about?
This is crazy. So Legal, great YouTube channel. Apparently, some lawyers, in their great and infinite wisdom, decided to file. I don't think it was a lawsuit, but they had a defendant, so probably a criminal case. And in this criminal case, they had citations to cases that don't exist. And like the reference to the book doesn't exist. The case code doesn't exist. And the judge was like, kindly, what the F, dude?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah. And it got so bad, basically, the judge had him on stand, had the lawyers, not the defendants, the lawyers on stand, grilling them. And at one point in time, the lawyer said, or the judge asked, so, how did you know that these cases actually existed? And the lawyer said, I asked ChatGPT, and it said that these are real cases.
Of course, everyone should believe Rahambam and whatever the great oracle says.
Obviously.
Rehoboam? It's a hard name for me.
I don't think I know that one. You're all on your own there, Doppel.
He's a son of Solomon, but it's actually a Westworld reference. Now they declare a mistrial. All right, Graham, I'm done.
Already? Okay, last dog. Anatolian Shepherd, it's a pretty ancient breed, 6,000 years old, weighs 150 pounds, rugged. Another Shepherd dog, and lives for 10 to 13 years. Looks a little bit like a German Shepherd, so I would love it. Has a little curly tail. That's all right. I can live with that. It looks like a big old lovely goof. But with that, we can go on to the reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I want to? I can skip the level? No, I'm good.
Also, that was a very angry Doberman. Oh wait, is this a Dalmatian without any spots? No, I didn't know what dog would breed that would be.
Collection. Oh my god, there's so many more dogs.
Oh my god, there's so many dogs in this game.
Look at how many dogs there are.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
Vilos were crisscrossed on the DU&I puzzle games, it looks like.
Yeah. The first title, not so great, but apparently a lot of people in chat like this one more. Hey, credits.
It's just opening up wild windows now that I'm clicking, so that's what I want to do. All right, credits. Woo!
Nice, nice. Oh yeah, you can see the creators over here. And one thing that I do want to shout out is it kind of takes a village to raise a child. So in their most recent game, the creators of Feeds All Monsters actually decided to shout out all the different people who helped them make their own game. So sort of just, I don't mean to cover up the dog. It's a very cute dog. But it really takes an effort, even with these small studios, reaching out to friends, reaching out to colleagues to really try to put something together. These developers really do appreciate, or really do have that community mindset. So that's really nice to see from them. But Doppel, you have barked 20 minutes of this title. With all these dog treats under your wings, are you a play, watch, or just pet from a distance?
I am a pet from a distance, which I believe means pass.
Yes,
so,
sir.
With the last game, I felt there was an active element that in dragging, in rerouting, and picking initial placements. I don't know. I enjoyed that puzzle style more than, as Vilos put it, a Tetris-like. This one is for dog lovers. I think if you love dogs and you're also a puzzle gamer, you're like, wow, I found my niche. I'm going to play this title. But I mean, I'm just reading dog profiles. I'm like on dog Tinder here.
Tinder.
And I'm good. This is clearly a Souls-like. Yeah, fair point.
Clearly.
It's a roguelike Souls-like. So
speaking of dating sims, we should have played My Horse Prince last week. Apparently, like we could have gotten that horse. That horse dating sim.
That's an option. Yeah. So I mean, I think that it's a well done game. It's accomplishing its goal. Not for me. I would rather play their other game, which is nice to know that the studio. Often we present an indie studio and we give just one shot. This is, I think, the first time we played two of the studio's games in one night. And it feels good to be like, no, this one's not for me, but you were successful in the other one. Yeah. So like that feels nice. All right. You've watched me play 15, 20 minutes of Organizing Dogs. What's the official name?
Dogs Organized Neatly.
Dogs Organized Neatly. Cram, are you a play, watch, or pass?
I'm a Bork pass. It's a cool game. I love the aesthetics. I love the character. I love the vibes of this game. So nothing against it from that point of view. If this were on mobile, there's a chance I whip out my phone. I'm sitting on a subway. I'm in an Uber. I need something to twiddle my brain with. This could be that game. On Steam, though, this could just be a case of mistaken platform Doppel. I don't think Steam is where this game belongs. I think this is a mobile maximum convenience, quick in and out sort of title.
I think you're totally right about that. I think that, touchscreen, what the game needs for a little rotation mechanic too. And if I remember, you played a lot of 2048, so I think this could replace 2048 for you. But that is all three titles we've had for you tonight, chat.
Yeah.
So I think it's time for me to exit out of this one.
And let's move on to the wheel. The wheel. Pew, pew, pew. I should add thunder effects at some point in time. Ooh, I should program it so that when I say the wheel like that, there's automatic thunder at the end. Food for thought, Chad. Food for thought.
There are other things to do first, but
No, they're not.
that is a thing that one could do.
But Chad, we have a stacked game selection for you tonight. We've got some crazy entries. We've got some left field entries. We've got front mission because From Software is doing it again. This isn't actually From Software, but mechs, they're all the same, Chad. I'm a mechist. All robots look the same to me.
Wow.
Please don't kill me, Skynet.
Yeah,
I take
that's what you really got to be worried about, huh?
Right. But Doppel, anywhere you want to start?
Let's start with BattleBit. This will be its last opportunity on the wheel, so let's get it out of the way.
Let's do it.
BattleBit is exactly what you expect it is. It is a shooting game. Cram, you're up next week in this 54 player battle royale, or not even necessarily battle royale, but destructible maps, all sorts of kill each other stuff. A lot of people have been having fun with this on the internet. It's been out for just under a month. And, it's exactly what you would expect from a low poly kill each other game. That's what we got.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like polygons committed mass warfare. I'm in it for the poly destruction, which is the name of my new punk rock band. Murder
in Minecraft would be a great, alphabet kids murder mystery story set in this world.
Don't give Microsoft any more ideas. But yeah, Vilos, I'm happy to approve of our wheel.
That IP has done wonderful things. So, so that's what it is. Let's slide them up. Yeah, looks like a lot of fun, but I'm bad at shooters. Same, bro.
Fair enough.
Especially on PC.
Yeah, not the greatest. But speaking of robots, it's now time for me to make amends. In the best way I know how, speaking their native language. 0110010000100010001. But this is a front mission.
You've written two characters.
Right? It's not a very terse language, Doppel. The robots are not known for their brevity. But this is an original Square Enix title, or Square Enix published rather. And this game is set in the year 2090, so they've given themselves a pretty long runway to actually have giant robots. We all know the number one sci-fi sin is dating your sci-fi. Never date your sci-fi.
Never date your sci-fi.
Rookie mistake, Doppel, rookie mistake. But these giant war machines are called the Wasners, and on Huffman Island, the only place where the Oceanic Cooperative Union and the United Confederate States share a land border, is a host of hotbed of conflict. So yeah, this is actually a remake of an old school tactical RPG. So if you missed Advance Wars and you're like, I'm viewing, I love it. I will translate that later. Maybe it actually means something. But if you miss Advance Wars and you like your good old fashioned remakes, then maybe you'll love Front Mission first. And that's all there is for this title.
How did Automod not block that filth? Well, it turns out Automod, of all people, doesn't speak binary. That's what we learned. All right. Let's just, people have been talking about it, so let's get it out there. Dave the Diver.
Let's do it.
Indie darling and talked about by the community at large. Also, if you haven't stopped in, Dino from Life Space Traveler, the solo developer, swung into the Discord and also said this game looked like it was great. So the community wanted this title on the wheel, and I can see why. It's very pretty. It is said to be a bunch of minigames stitched together and done so well with the cutscenes, but as a casual single-player RPG adventure for deep sea and fishing exploration.
I love deep sea exploration.
When you're doing sushi restaurant, managing a sushi restaurant at night and solving mysteries of their blue hole island in the day.
Yeah, all my deep sea vessels are made out of carbon fiber. It's very safe, I hear.
Will you do a fish face with this game? I don't know. Maybe.
That's not a fish face.
People are saying that this is currently the best dollar value on Steam for gameplay. So,
Yeah.
Shanny, welcome to chat, by the way. I don't know that I was able to welcome you earlier. Already giving it a play, which is great. Vilos, this one's definitely on your list. 10 hours in and still haven't seen half the stuff in this trailer. Yeah, I think Sayonara said he was 20 hours in and not done with the game. So there's a lot of content.
A lot of content, surprisingly. Don't sleep on the indies. They'll knock your socks off.
All right.
And speaking of indies, we have Synapses, which I don't think counts as an indie, but I'll show it anyway.
I don't think so.
Yeah. This is a PSVR 2 title, which means if it does get selected, no shipment required. I'll just put on the headset for the second time in DD history and, I don't know, delve into this control / super hot mixture.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. As a mind-breaking operative, we have to invade the subconscious of an enemy, notorious enemy at that. And we have to battle the twisted products of their mind. We will evolve and master our own combat style through increasingly sophisticated skills and abilities. So I imagine this is sort of another partnership between Sony and a third-party studio to sort of show how awesome their hardware can be. So hopefully it blows us away. Niantic Dreams has done some cool stuff in the past, so maybe this will be another cool title.
Yeah, another magic shooter, but this time VR specific. I'm in for a look at this.
We can be cramped for an hour. Yeah, VR titles is you get to see my POV for an hour. Only you have to pay for that.
Simulator 2023. All right. Bring me
next, Daddy.
To Guilt.
Let's do it.
Probably the most creative spelling of the word guilt I've ever run into. Technically, not a new release. Technically, this game was released as a Stadia exclusive.
Stadia. What's that? It sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on the double.
And the Guilt is effectively a children's introduction into survival horror games. But because it was a Stadia exclusive, very few people played it. It's been released on everything else that people care about this month. I think it's this week, actually.
You imply that like people cared about Stadia. Everything else, I think the other stuff they actually cared about.
Yeah, that's totally true. It is now released on the things that people care about. Gotta save this for Dobble. Y'all you haven't seen Cram jump out of his chair yet.
I don't know. Little Nightmares 2 was fairly effective.
Event 44 wasn't here for Little Nightmares 2. He thinks I'm the only one who's had any horror games.
And haven't I suffered enough with Iron Fish? Haven't I suffered enough, Doppel? How much more tears do you need from me?
Shanny, the Zune was so good, though. Microsoft was just throwing money away at people. It was effectively what we have now with Spotify, but we could keep the songs instead of having them on the subscription service. Was it ugly? Did it lose? Absolutely, the Zune lost.
The Zune had its own flair. In defense of the Zune's design language, I think it had its own
I cannot say the same for Stadia. So
I will not defend Stadia. I will not.
Tonight's stream...
I did not stream it. I did not.
Tonight's stream is not sponsored by the Zune, or it is sponsored by the Zune because it's dead, and it would be giving us $0 either way.
Right.
Anyway, let me get back to Guilt. Yeah, it's a creepy, melancholic world, eerie story mix featuring fantasy and reality in the surrealist place where your nightmares can become reality. Hide from a terrible creature or confront them as a way to challenge the world. It's a narrative adventure game, stealth action, in a fictional mining town in the state of Maine. This would mark the first game we've played in the state of Maine.
Oh, nice. I mean, we've got to hit up every country and province.
That would be fun.
1,638 to go.
Actually, that would be a lot of fun. You can go back to the wheel scene. If Guilt gets selected, maybe we'll do which states have we played games in, and then cool. Go through Maine. Go through see where we've hit this 50 states chart. That'd be kind of fun. All right, you got the next one. Does it rain in Maine fall mainly on the plain? Yeah.
I don't know the response to
Yeah.
that one. There's some cool like rhyme in response to it, but I don't know what it is.
At least you know which one. Neighbor Boats already wants us to spin the wheel. Oh, we got a couple more.
I think that's the last one. Master Detective Archives Reign. There was a lot of hype in chat for this, surprisingly. This is made by the same creators as Danganronpa, a long-running detective mystery whodunit. I guess you take Sherlock Holmes, add a little bit of anime, shake it up in a little pot of crazy, and you got Danganronpa, and of course its spiritual successor, Mystery Detective Archives. I've heard good things about it. We play as an amnesiac detective in training, which honestly, I'm really sorry for all the young 13-year-old protagonists in Japan. They all have amnesia doppel. It seems to be an epidemic of some sort.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to solve some puzzles and figure out the mysteries in this lucid noir detective adventure. Should be a cool time.
Wow. I want to say thanks to IMB Wood for submitting the games to the wheel. As always, it's open to the community. And I think Event 44, you're the owner of BattleBit. So.
Indeed. Is it
Elementary?
Ooh, my dear Winston or the Austin? Sorry,
Watson. All right. We need something from you. I also have a couple of brief announcements. The first is that Better TTV is equipped with the wheel. So if you're not a subscriber but would still like to use the wheel emote, you sign into your Better TTV account, BTTV, and you can use the wheel emote. So that's a nice little feature. It's standing out there if you're not subbed to the channel. And the other thing is tell your friend gamers who love new games, y'all.
Indeed.
Tell
And those are 4 wheels in total, Doppel. I feel like we're ready to spin.
Spin that, B-boy.
Man, what's it gonna be? You know what? My powers of preconception. It's gonna be Dave the Diver.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Ooh, it's not.
Oh, come on.
So that's Squirrely on BattleBit. Well, my powers of precondition filled me this week. But BattleBit, we're gonna have some blocky polygon battlefield action for you next week, chat.
Wow.
B44 is hyped for it. Nice.
BattleBit got real lucky. But we will see you next week at 8 p.m. And yeah, it's always good hanging out. Thanks, chat. You've been wonderful. We're going to go raid some friends.
Bye-bye.
Minecraft murder.